Alrighty, here are my note cards for today, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. As I entered high school, my mother forced me to pick an extracurricular. I honestly dreaded this. I had never been much of a sports guy myself, and I had always not been very coordinated. And I always wasn't very good at team sports. I never really picked up basketball or soccer, but nevertheless, I was forced to pick something. So after a lot of deliberation, I eventually landed on cross country for my sport. This decision, if you could call it one of the most impactful I had ever made in my entire life. Running has not only changed the way that I think, it's honestly changed the way that I tackle difficult situations. It's the way that I've changed the way that I have viewed hardship or um, toughness, improved my toughness in general. And it has dramatically improved my mental health. I believe that running is a force of good that can improve both your physical, your mental, and I would argue even your spiritual health. Running changes the body by improving your cardiovascular system. This improves your physical health by helping you maintain a healthy weight. When you run, you exercise and strengthen your cardiovascular system. This makes complications less likely to occur. According to the Journal of American College of Cardiology, or the JACC, which is a peer-reviewed medical journal, in 2024, they stated that leisure time running, even at low intensity or pace, reduces cardiovascular mortality, regardless of outside factors such as age, sex, BMI, or other health behaviors. What this tells us is that running, very simply, has a positive correlation with a healthier and more fruitful life. This also is improved by how running helps you maintain a healthy weight. Honestly, it's quite simple. Running even 1 mile, or just 10 to 20 minutes can burn upwards of 100 calories. You add this up over the course of a week, a month, a year, maybe even multiple years. You're looking at potentially tens of pounds lost just by having this simple habit every day. And running and losing weight will lead to a healthier and more improved life in terms of your day-to-day living. As I have demonstrated, running has a tangible and impressive impact on your physical health. But what if I also told you that it has a equally significant impact on your mental health? Running produces endorphins and dopamine during exercise, which can give a feeling of euphoria called a runner's high. This can have a serious positive effect on reducing depressive symptoms. And also, when you finish a run, you gain confidence in the achievement that you've just accomplished. You've done something truly difficult at the end of the day. Regardless of any other things going on in your life, you in that moment did something truly difficult, even when you didn't want to do it. And I think that's speaks a lot. In today's world, we see a lot of people who struggle with confidence or mental health. And I truly do believe that running can be a positive force to improve those struggling with mental health. According to a study by Springer Nature Link in November 2023, they stated that the study results that from the study they conducted showed that recreational running, even a volume, um, even at a volume of 10 mile, sorry, in January 2023, wrong one, Ceres, a peer-reviewed open access journal, showcased in a study how running can assist those with depressive symptoms. They are quoted as saying that there is also adequate evidence to suggest that physical exercise improves depressive and anxiety symptoms. What this tells us is that those who engage in running as a recreational activity on a regular basis will be more likely to lead happier and more productive lives. In addition, running can help motivate those suffering from addiction to seek help. People who neglect themselves are less motivated to seek help from addiction than those who do. What Sarah's study showcases that those suffering from these depressive symptoms may be more likely to receive help for something such as alcohol dependence, nicotine addiction, things of that nature. They may be more likely to seek help because they realize through running that they are able to take care of themselves and that they are able to improve their situation in life. And I think running can be a really good start to start that positive change. While helping both your physical and mental health, did you know that running also can help you be more successful and help you find community? Running improves your ability to lead and connect with others. Running is hard, and it's inevitable that at any point during your running journey, you will fail, potentially miserably. And it's in learning not to succeed. The most important thing is to pick yourself back up when you fall down. That really is the lesson that running gives you, that running teaches you, is learning through mistakes that you will inevitably make. According to Sage Journals in February 2023, they stated that, which they are a large online academic publishing database. They stated that in learning to fail well, managers do not simply need to behave differently, but they need to be differently. They need to become a different type of manager. So basically, what this tells us is that those in leadership roles could also benefit from essentially learning through failure, which, as I said before, running is something that teaches you that really well. Oh, I have also learned through failure myself. I did a marathon in 2025. It was my second marathon, and I wanted to improve by 10 minutes. I trained for 7 months to get to that point, and I wasn't even able to finish. I had to stop at mile 20 due to an ongoing knee injury I had, and that was devastating. But I really do think it taught me more than what finishing my first marathon had ever taught me. And that is me being entirely honest. I think failure can be a much better teacher than success. In addition, running can help you find community. Runners looking to connect with others can find clubs and other organizations all throughout the country. One such organization is the Oregon Roadrunners Club. They are a nonprofit, community-focused organization that hosts events all throughout the United States, or sorry, through the state of Oregon. Particularly, they host a plethora of events in the Portland metro area. Throughout community organizations such as the ORRC, I have made long-lasting friendships that honestly I will cherish forever. Now, like with any recreational activity, running does have some costs associated with it. But luckily, I would argue that running has very negligible costs compared to the vast majority of hobbies. All you need is a pair of running shoes, maybe 100 to 20 bucks on Amazon, and you can get started. Just wear clothing that's appropriate for the weather. I would personally recommend. But other than that, you're ready to go. You don't need anything else, and you get to enjoy time outside. You get to relax, unwind, even though it may be hard. I personally think it's really nice to be able to go for a nice run after a long day, just to kind of unwind a little bit. That's just me though. Applying, sorry, running has helped me in my personal life as well. I'm speaking from experience when I say this. Running has had an immeasurable impact on my life. During COVID, I was suffering from a lot of anxiety and depression, as many were during that time. And I think, whether I wanted to admit it or not, I needed an outlet to kind of improve my situation in life. Um, I needed a way to improve how I perceived myself. I was never good at sports. I honestly never really felt like I was good at much, but running changed that. It was the first thing that I really focused on and I got really good at after a long time. I was able to get on the varsity team after 2 years of working at it, um, all throughout my senior year of high school. And then I was able to run my first marathon. I never would have thought that would have been possible before I started running. I would finish a Boston qualifying marathon. I never would have guessed. I mean, just look at the picture I'm showing on the slide deck right now. That's me in 2021, and that's me in 2025. I hope the difference is somewhat self-explanatory. Thank you.